brings us closer to that probability. Sorry, go ahead.
No, interesting point there. And in terms of this probability and bringing us closer to it, the problem is sometimes people aren't seeing the results. They self-sabotage. They don't believe they can have it, so they end up giving up too soon.
They do.
That's a common one, right?
Yeah, and it's important to notice that in probability, failure is also an important part, because every top achiever that I've ever met has experienced failure to some degree, so expect it.
Yes.
But recognize failure for what it is. You only really are complete failure when you stop. When you carry on with failure, like if you've experienced failure, you're now educated. You understand something that you didn't before. So it's actually a step forward, kind of like falling up the stairs,
Rather
if
than
you will.
falling down, that's the best way to look at it.
Yeah.
So, like you said, so you're only a failure. That's a really good point. You're only a failure when you stop. How can you be a failure? You could just be, it could be a setback. Not,
Absolutely.
Yes.
In fact, an associate of mine who I interviewed, his name's Trent Carlini. He's one of the #1 Elvis impersonators in the world. And he had a lot of people telling him at his probability stage where he was researching and looking to develop this, tell him, Trent, you're going to fail because there's so many other people doing this and they're better than you. Well, what was the thing that kept him going? It was, again, rewind back to probability. It's that passion, that desire, and that belief. And he equates his passion, desire to a life jacket. When you're in the water of life and you're going bobbing up and down, because you will, there'll be failures, there'll be successes. When you're bobbing up and down, it will be the life jacket that brings you back to the surface. It's that passion. So you need that. Whenever you're on the achievement process, if you have no passion for what you're doing, you're going to fail. Passion is an essential ingredient.
It's what I hear over and over and over and over again from every single person that comes in here that has succeeded in some way, and you know, we're interviewing them and they just love what they're doing.
Absolutely.
They would do it if they didn't get paid for it. It doesn't matter to them. Now, interesting definition of success. We could chat about this for a long time, but your definition of success, it's not fame, it's not money, it's prosperity.
It is
What's
indeed.
the difference?
But you know what, to cap off where we're at, just to lead into success, there is a final step to achievement. You've heard the quote, give a man a fish and he eats for a day, teach a man a fish and he fishes forever. Not true. You teach a man to fish and he's just a man in the classroom, right? The next step is performance. You need to make that happen. You need to do something with it. It's not just a matter of gaining the information, learning the probability, seeing the possibility. You need to go and apply it. So that leads into a definition of success. For me, what is success? Success is when you get to that stage of performance, that you're doing it, you do what you love. And performance isn't a matter of financial wealth or numbers on a bank statement, or it isn't a matter of fame. Heaven knows in the media we see a lot of people that have both of those, but they're very unbalanced. So success, what to me it really is, it's a continual journey towards prosperity in 4 areas. Wealth, which includes, you know, some financial abundance. Health, which includes how you feel about yourself when you're meeting your goals there. Relationships, which I feel is really one of the most important. And lastly, what I call self-achievement, which includes your personal goals. You're accomplishing your dreams, you're on path, you're heading in the right direction, and of course with your spirituality, you're balanced. So if you have balance in those 4 areas, you are a success.
And it shows.
Yeah, if you pick just one of those, then you become unbalanced.
Interesting point. You have the 12 points in the book. So one of them is build a good foundation, have a plan, a destination. We've chatted about that. Organization, avoid procrastination. That's a big one for people. Be honest, loyal, and responsible. You know, that really is a big one.
It is, yeah. And in fact, that's something that you know, I really think is an important thing to look at. Not too long ago, I was chatting with someone for their success interview that we had here, and he's a leader of a very large construction company, and this fellow is worth an awful lot of money, but he also has brilliant relationships. People adore him and love him. And I asked him, what's the secret? What's the secret? He says, do what you say you're going to do. That's all it is.
To yourself and to others. To
do what you
yourself
say
and to
you're going to
others.
do for yourself and for others. If you pick a schedule that you're going to keep by it. If you have appointments with your family and with your children or with business associates, keep it. You know, do what you say you're going to do. And on the verse side of that is be careful not to overcommit yourself, because you do want to be able to follow through with what you promise that you'll do.
Wow. So you've got this follow-up to The Secret coming out. It's
We do indeed.
Opus.
Yes.
And tell us a little bit about that.
Well, the Opus is a film that we're actually working on right now. We've got several people who are involved in The Secret coming on board with us. For example, Bob Doyle, John DeMartini, Morris Goodman, Marci Shimoff. We've got several individuals as well that are equally as well known in the self-help and personal development area. People like Bill Bartman, Luann Halter-Mitchell, just a fantastic group that's coming. And what we're really trying to do with the Opus, the goal or the objective is the Opus, is to teach people how to take what they've learned maybe in The Secret, or even if they haven't seen The Secret, and to take it from the vision of where they want to go, turn it into a plan, and bring it to performance. Because again, ultimately performance is the final destination for success. And that's what the Opus is all about. The Opus will be released in November of 2007 this year, worldwide. In fact, we're pretty excited. We've actually just secured distribution for South Africa and Asia, and then, of course, entirely North America. So it's going to be quite a big film and exciting.
And an exciting part of it is that some of it is being shot here in Calgary.
Absolutely.
So these people are actually coming through Calgary.
That's right.
Really
in fact, we shot Bob Doyle in Calgary on May the 23rd, not too long ago. We'll be shooting Morris Goodman in Edmonton next week and John DeMartini the week following. And the interesting thing about this whole Calgary connection is I'm originally a Calgary boy, and I'm one of the producers of the show. So it's kind of an exciting thing to have it go through our hometown and see Calgary a part of it.
Well, thank you. It's exciting to have you here. And of course, we'll continue to follow up with you as you have different events coming through town. I'm looking forward to the Opus, and thanks for coming by.
Well, thanks for having me. It's been excellent.
So we've been talking with Douglas Vermeeren. The book is 365 Daily Lessons from Amazing Success. By the way, we have a couple of signed copies to give away. All you have to do is call the Shaw TV viewer response line. The number is 539-6640 for your chance to win.